Hi everyone, this is Norma with All My Crochet, and today I have a new tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to have these three items that I'm going to show you how to make because the pattern is very similar and super easy, works up very quick. I am definitely going to make these for my craft show, but you can also make these. I belong to a group called Random Act of Kindness, and you can definitely make this for that. These are fidgets, so the beads do spin. And again, the pattern is very similar, so it's going to be instructions on how to do all three. They are a little bit different each, and let me show you. So this one is a key ring strap, and it has double the beads that fidget and spin. Again, very easy, very simple to do. So I have these 4 samples here. Of course, I have different colors. As you can see, you can string on the beads in different ways and make this fun. This one here is a wristlet keychain fidget. So it's a strap that goes around. Put your wrist in here. Obviously, it's got a keychain here. And again, these do fidget as well. So this one's a round strap. So it's a little bit different. And then this one is just a strap that's just a single layer of beads, just one. And I did a key ring on this one. You can do different things. Like on this one, I put this clip on here. So this clip you could put like on a backpack, or you can clip it onto another keychain, key ring, or something like that. This one here is a different type of clip that I used. So you can do just different things. Now, I just wanted to mention that these are all using a number 4 wasted weight yarn. And I just wanted to mention, like, this one here and this one here, they're a little different in size, or the size is a little bit big. The pink one's a little bit bigger, and that's only because of the yarn. It is both number 4 weight, but this pink yarn, I believe, is like a red heart. So the red heart is a little bit thicker, and this blue one, I used the Dollar Tree yarn, and I think it's just yarn from the Dollar Tree, and the yarn seems to be a little bit thinner, so this one definitely is smaller, but it's the same pattern, same thing. So I just wanted you to see that because it does look like it's a different size, but it's the same amount of stitches and patterns. Now, this pattern here for the wristlet is basically the same like this. And I'm going to explain that to you as we go on into the video. This one, I did put an edging on the side. This one, I didn't do it. So that's the only difference. And of course, this one is longer than this. But these two start off the exact same thing. It's just how you're going to end it is a little bit different. And I will explain that to you in the video. This one, again, is the same pattern as this, except it's got a couple more stitches than this one. So it's basically the same thing, just a few more stitches. So I'm going to explain how to do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to get the materials and we'll get started. So these are the materials that we will be using. Now, again, we're going to make 3 different types of fidget key rings or key straps today. This one's the wristlet. This is a double strap, and this is the single one here. So I'm going to show you how to make all 3 today. And this one here, to make the single one, you're going to need a total of 8 beads. Well, you can make it as long as you want, as many beads as you want. You just keep adding. I'm only making it with 8 beads for the single layer beads for the key strap here. This wristlet here, you're going to need 19 beads to go around. Okay, 19. And for this one here, for the 2 bead key ring strap, you're going to need 16 beads. Okay, of course, your yarn. So I have this yarn here. This is a number 4 weight. I'm just using Impeccable from Loops and Threads. It's a size number 4. And I'm going to use that yarn to make this double beaded strap here. So we have 16 beads strapped on here, okay, for that one. For the single one, I'm using this from Just Yarn. It's worsted weight yarn from the Dollar Tree. It is a number 4, and I have 8 beads right here that we're gonna strap on. For this one, you're gonna have 19 beads. I don't have one setup, because all I'm going to do is show you how to make the ending of this one, because it's going to be the same as this. Okay, this one's going to end a little bit different, this one's going to end different, but it starts out the exact same thing. Okay, so this one you will need 19 beads. Okay, so let's get started. Well, I'm sorry, we need a crochet hook, size 3.5. It's an E, 3.5 crochet hook. I don't know if that'll come out there. It's 3.5. And then you need a darning needle, and of course, like I mentioned, you need your beads. So let me show you how to string the beads on, because I already started here. And all you're going to do is take your needle here, thread it onto the yarn, then you're going to string on all the beads ahead of time. Okay, so that's all you're going to do. Okay, so let's get started and let's work on the single one for right now. Okay, so what you're going to do to start is you're going to do a slip knot. And again, this pattern is super easy, and believe me, they work up really, really quick. Okay, so we did our slip knot, and you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, you're going to skip that first one, go to the second one, and you're going to do a single crochet in that stitch. Okay, you're going to chain 2. 1, 2. You're going to pull up this loop a little bit, or you're going to grab a bead, pull it up. You're going to insert your hook into the bead, grab this loop, and pull it through the bead. I'm holding onto the bead and pull it through. Then you're going to push this bead down onto the 2 chains that we just made. You're going to tighten that loop, and then you're going to skip 2 chains. 1, 2, and in that very last one, you're going to do a single crochet. Okay, so that's our first step. Now we're going to do a chain 1, turn our work, and in that single crochet from the previous row, you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now in this one, we're not going to add a bead. Okay, and then we're going to skip over that bead, and you're going to go to that last single crochet from the previous row, and you're going to do another single crochet, just like that. Okay, then you're going to chain 1, turn our work, and a single crochet in that single crochet from the previous row, chain 2, 1, 2, and now we're going to add a bead. You're going to pull your bead up, insert your hook, grab the loop, pull through, push that bead down, tighten that loop, skip these 2 chains, and in that last one, you're going to do a single crochet. Okay, so there we have our second bead, and we're going to repeat this process. Chain 1, single crochet, chain 2, 1, 2, and there's no bead added this time, and we're going to go into that last single crochet and do a single crochet there. So that's what we're going to do. The next row is going to be a bead, then the row after that it's not, and it's going to continue on like this until you have all your beads on. So we're going to do a chain 1, turn our work, single crochet, chain 2, 1 and let me try that again, 1 and 2, pull up the loop, grab your bead, and pull through. Insert your hook, push that down, tighten that loop, skip the 2 chains, go into that last one, and do a single crochet. Okay, so we have 3 on our hook. We have 3 beads, I should say. Chain 1, turn our work, single crochet. Next one is just a chain 2, skip over the beads, and that last one, single crochet. So that's what we're going to do until you have all the beads on. Chain 1, turn our work, chain 2, 1 and 2, and then you're going to pull this loop up and pull through, tighten that loop, skip the 2 chains, go over to that last one and do a single crochet. So this is what we're going to do. So this is the beginning to do this part. Okay, now if you wanted to do this wristlet, it's the exact same thing. As you can see, I didn't put an edging on this one. On this one I did put an edging. So if you want to do the wristlet strap here, then you're going to do all the beads. Again, there's 19 beads on this one right here. So you're going to continue to do that. Now I have one that I started because I was going to show you how I'm finishing. So this has 19 beads on it. So this is what it's going to look like for this strap when you're done. And again, it's the same process as this one. Okay, so at the end I will show you how to end both of them, because obviously this, you know, it's, you gotta, you know, sew this part on here, and this one's a little bit different. This one's a single and this is a double, but again, it's the exact same thing. This one has 8 beads, this one has 19 beads. Obviously you can make this as big or short as you want it. Okay, that's totally up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing this like I've explained to you. Okay, let me do it one more, and then I will catch up with you when I'm done with this. So we're gonna chain 1, turn our work, single crochet in that first one, chain 2, and since we have a bead in the previous row, we don't need one in this row, and you're gonna go to that last stitch there and do a single crochet, and you're gonna repeat this process until you have all 8 beads on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and continue to do this, and I will meet you at the end. So I'm done here. I put all 8 beads on, and again, this is the key ring strap that has the single beads. Okay, so I have all 8 on here. This is the strap that's for the wristlet, and I have 19 beads on here. As you can see, they're the exact same thing. It's just the way that you finish it off. So I'm going to show you how to finish this one first, and I'm going to show you how to finish this one off so you can have the strap for your wrist. Okay, so for this one, what we're going to do now is we're going to do some more single crochets. Okay, so we're going to do a chain 1. And now what we're going to do is we're going to work on the side of these beads. So just in this hole right here, in between the beads, right here. Okay, that's where we're going to be working next to do the edging for this one. Now you don't have to. If you like it like this, you can definitely leave it like this. That's totally up to you, but I want it to be a little bit more finished, so we're going to work single crochets around the sides here. Okay, so we're doing a chain 1, and in this first opening right here, again, it's just in the opening. We're not going in any stitch. It's just in the opening right there. I don't know if you can see, but right there in that opening, we're going to do a single crochet. Okay, then on the other side of the bead where that opening is, we're going to do a single crochet. Okay, and then we're going to skip over to this opening and do a single crochet. So that's what we're going to do throughout this whole thing. Over here, single crochet, just insert there. Over here, single crochet. So that's what we're going to do throughout. So on this side of the bead, single crochet. On the other side of the bead, single crochet. And as you can see, it leaves a nice little edge right there. So single crochet here, single crochet on this side. So that's what we're going to do to finish it off. Okay. Single crochet on the other side, single crochet here, single crochet, and then right here at the end, single crochet. Now for this part right here, inside of this space right here, we're going to work 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to start working on the other side here, the same as we did previously. So right here now, I'm going to do 1 single crochet for this side of the bead, then go to the other side of the bead and do a single crochet. So in reality, on this corner here, you have a total of 5, because you have 1 single crochet for this side of the bead, then you had 3, and then you had 1 single crochet for this side of the bead. So in reality, there's 5 here. So there's 1 for this side, 3 in the middle, and then 1 for this side of the bead. Okay, so we're going to continue working on the other side of the bead, and I'm kind of just sewing this end in. I'm kind of leaving it on top here, so it'll just, you know, be hidden in there. And we're going to go to this space right there, single crochet, move over to the other side of the bead and single crochet. So we're going to work this all the way across until you get to the end, and then we're going to do the same thing. So single crochet on the other side, single crochet, and so on. So I'm going to continue to do this, and then when I get close to the end, I'll come back to show you how I'm going to finish. Okay, so I'm at close to the end here. I did a single crochet there. Now I'm doing one on this side, and then I'm going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now when we first started, we did one over here, so we don't need to do another one. Okay, so all we're going to do now is slip stitch to that first single crochet. Okay, and we're done with the edging. And look how nice that looks. Obviously these beads fidget and they move around. So okay, so now what we're going to do to finish this one off is we're going to do a chain 1. We're going to turn it around and we're going to do a slip stitch. Okay, remember we had 3 single crochets here in the middle, so we're going to do a slip stitch and go into that first single crochet there, chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet. So we're going to do 1, go to the next stitch, single crochet, 2, next stitch, single crochet. We have 3 single crochets right there. Okay, then we're going to do a chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to repeat that for 8 rows. So this is row number 2, single crochet, single crochet. Oops, let me get that in there correctly. Okay, so that's all we're going to do. Chain 1, turn our work, single crochet in these 3 here, and we're going to do this for 8 rows. Chain 1, turn our work, and continue. So I'm going to do this for 8 rows, and then I will see you at the end to show you how to add the key ring and finish off. So here I have my 8 rows of single crochets, and there's 3 single crochets in each row. Okay, so then all you're going to do is take your scissors and just leave a little piece on so that you can sew on the ends. I'm taking this off, and you're going to add your key ring. It would have been nice in the beginning if I would have mentioned that we need these key rings, but I forgot to bring them out. So I have my little key ring here, and all you're going to do is place it in here. Okay, and you're going to decide which side. Now this side is the front, this side is the back. It looks a little bit different. The bumps on the back are a little bit more different than they are on the front. So I put my ring in here, then I'm turning it around towards the back, and then you're gonna sew this onto itself here. So I'm gonna get my little needle here, hook that on, and then all you're gonna do is sew it, to the beginning right here. So I'm just gonna go right here, and we're just gonna sew this on. I'm gonna connect these pieces together. Okay, and that's really it. That's how you're going to do it. Okay, and just kind of go back and forth. All I do is just go back and forth right here to sew this on. Okay, that come that way, and really that's it. And then you can just sew in your ends, and you're done. This piece is done. Okay, so I'm not gonna sew it on, I probably do a few more stitches, but just to save time, this is as far as I'm gonna go, but you get the point of how to end it. So now I'm gonna show you how to end it if you want to make the wristlet strap here. Okay, so this one again has 19 beads on it. Okay, and obviously we're going to connect these 2 pieces. So what you're going to do is you have your piece here, you're going to fold it on itself, and what I like to do is on this end here, okay, in this first stitch here, in that first single crochet or last single crochet right here on the corner, you're going to insert your hook there. Then I'm going to bring this loop and pull it through. Okay, then I'm going to tighten that stitch. Okay, and I'm going to do a chain 1, turn my work, and again I'm going to go from this end right here into that first single crochet, and then I'm going to go into the single crochet on the other side. Okay, right here. So I have my hook on both single crochets of both pieces. Pull that yarn through and do a single crochet. Okay, so that's one. Now in between right here where the hoe is, okay, and this one, we're going to grab our hook and go through just the opening. We're not going through a stitch, we're going through the opening. And we're going to do 2 single crochets in that opening. 1 and 2. Okay, it's just in the opening. And then in that last single crochet, we're going to come to this end here, and then on the back end into the stitch. This one we're going into both stitches from the front and the back. Pull the yarn through and then do a single crochet. So you have 4 single crochets. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing like we did on the other one. Chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to do 4 single crochets. Instead of 3, we're doing 4 on this one. 2, 3, and we're going to do this for 8 rows. Okay, so that's my second row. Chain 1, turn your work, and do another single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to do this for 8 rows. Again, it's basically the same thing, but as you can see, that's what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off camera. I'm going to do, again, 8 rows of single crochets, and there's 4 single crochets in each row. I'll meet you at the end. So here I have my 8 rows, and we're going to really end it the same way we did on the other one. Just leave a little bit here, and then you're going to put your key ring on right here, and then you're going to sew this piece on like we did in the previous one, and you're done. I'm not going to do it for this one just so I can show you how to do the last one that we're going to do with the 2 beads on the strap. So this is basically how you do this, and again, it fits on your wrist. Okay, so let's show you how to make the double one, which is this one right here. And again, it's very similar to this, very simple. Okay, so this one I have yellow yarn with the black beads, and on this one I'm going to do the slip knot, and we're going to chain 6. That's the only difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you're going to skip that first stitch, go into the second one, and do a single crochet. It's basically the same thing, except this one does have 1 stitch more, and it has 2 beads. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to bring a bead, 2 beads up. You can do it 1 or 2 at a time. I think both of them fit through. So I got both of them on. You're going to pull the beads through, okay, and then push them down on the chain 3. Tighten that loop. And then you're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and in that last one, you're going to do your single crochet. Okay, so that's what you have right there. So now we're going to do our chain 1, turn our work, and in that single crochet from the previous row, you're going to do a single crochet. Then you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. In the previous one we did 2, now we're going to do 3. Skip over the 2 beads, and in that last single crochet from the previous row you're going to do another single crochet. And this is the same process we're going to repeat like we did the other one. Very easy, very simple. Chain 1, turn our work, single crochet in that one from the previous row, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to grab 2 beads, put it on our hook. You can do 1 bead at a time if that's easier for you. That's totally up to you. Push these beads down, tighten that loop, skip over the 3 chains, and in that last one do a single crochet. Chain 2 or chain 1, turn our work, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Skip over those 2 beads, and in that last one do a single crochet. So as you can see, this is the way it's forming, and now there's 2 beads to fidget with instead of 1. And again, we're going to repeat this whole process until you have all the beads on. Chain 1, turn your work, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to add these 2 beads right here. Insert your hook. Oh, this one seems to be a little bit tight. I don't know why. Yep, I don't know if this bead's a little bit smaller than this one. I mean, it's black, this one fits, and this one does not seem to. And sometimes that will happen. And just a minute. Okay, so this pony bead seems to be a little bit smaller than this one, and I'm not sure. These are just pony beads that I had in my stash, and if that's the case, then I'm just grabbing another crochet hook that's smaller, and I'm just going to insert the hook, and then I'm going to pull up the loop, and it's just to get the beads in here, and then I'm going to continue with my 3.5 hook. If I run into this problem, I'll just keep it on here in case I run into that problem again. Keep that hook there, but as you can see here, let me pull this up here because it started fraying there. Okay, so tightening my loop, skipping the 3 chains, and single crocheting in that last one right there. Chain 1, turn our work, single crochet, chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Skip over these 2, and single crochet in that last one. Chain 1, turn our work, single crochet, chain 3. Let's see if it fits on these, because again, if it doesn't, then just use a smaller hook. It should be fine, and these seem to fit okay. So I'm not sure why that one is a little bit smaller. I didn't really notice that. Push these down, and you're going to repeat this until you have all 16 on, and when I am done, I will come back and we're going to do the same thing, single crochet around the edges. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. So I've finished all 16 beads, as you can see. Now again, you can leave it like this. If you like it like that, that's totally up to you. But again, I'm going to put the edging on. So again, we're going to do the same thing like we did in the other one. Chain 1, and then in the spaces between the beads, we're going to do a single crochet. So we did one on that side. Now we're going to do a single crochet on the other side of the beads here. Move over to the next space, single crochet, move over, single crochet. So we're going to repeat this all the way, and then when we get to this end, I'm going to show you how many stitches I do here at the end. So again, just single crochets in the space right here, and then on the other side of the bead, single crochet. And I will see you when we get to the end. So here I'm at this end right here. So we're going to do a single crochet here for this side of the beads. Then again, we're going to do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do a single crochet for this side of the bead. Then we're going to move over to the other side of the bead and do a single crochet. So that's what we have. Okay, and then we're going to repeat this all the way here, and then again when we get to this end, we're going to do a single crochet here and then 3 single crochets here. Now we've already did the single crochet on this side, so it's just going to be 1 single crochet for this side of the bead and then 3 single crochets for the middle. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this, and I will see you when we get to the other side. So here I am at this end. I'm doing a single crochet for that side of the beads, then I'm doing 3. Now you can do either 3 or 5 single crochets here in the middle and then 1 on each side, so you have a total of 7 here, but I'm just doing 5, so it's totally up to you. If you need it to be a few more, you can definitely do that. So I have 3 single crochets. I have the single crochet for this side of the bead, then the 3, and then now I'm going to single crochet to this first one, or I'm sorry, slip stitch to that first one that we did, and you're done. And that's what it's looking like. And then we're going to do the same thing like the other ones. We're going to do a chain 1, then we're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet from the 3 that we did, and we're going to do a single crochet, I'm sorry, we're going to do a slip stitch and then chain 1 and then a single crochet. We're going to do 3, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and 3 single crochets. Then we're going to repeat the same thing, chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to do 3 single crochets for 8 rounds so that we can add our key ring. Chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to repeat the same thing for 8 rows. So I'm going to continue to do this, and when I get to my 8th row, I will come back. So I have my 8 rows here. Again, we're going to do the same thing, just cut a little extra so that you can add your key ring and then sew this on. Just going to add it on. This is the front, this is the back, so I'm going to turn it over and then sew it on towards the back right here, and then you're done with your double bead strap here. And I'm going to sew this on, and then I'll come right back. So these are the 3 that we worked on. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. As you can see, you can make them in a variety of colors and beads, and again, these work up very easy and very fast, and I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Please make sure you leave me a comment, and I love reading your comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a great day. Take care.